We are in the themed unit of food. We've been talking about different food names. From there we went to food groups, and from there we talked about nutritious eating and healthy eating. So the culminating project for this month's unit was to create a visual of that My Plate, showing the different food groups and some various items in there and the size of each food group. So from there I thought, well, let's also incorporate technology in that, because we want to always be doing that for our students. This is an age where our students are, inundated with technology. So to get them at a comfort level, even at this level 2 learning English, is really important. So any exposure we can give our students with that is going to help them in the future. So from there, I thought, let's do the backward design for our final project. What do they need before each of these steps? So I basically started with an actual cut and paste with paper, magazine pictures, paste them on another paper. I talked about, now we will do that on the computer, but no scissors, no glue. So when I first started preparing this lesson to teach the students how to cut and paste on the computer, I had to really think deliberately of my use of words or lack thereof. What words or vocabulary was important to pre-teach, so they knew where to find and those things on the computer and what they meant, like click or open or space bar, how to return, how to backspace to delete something. So those vocabulary words were important to pre-teach. I highly underestimated the students, and that there were enough students in the class that I could pair up. Enough students that were comfortable with the computer and not afraid of the computer, or even more so, were fairly competent with the computer. I had enough of those students to be able to pair them with a student that was afraid of the computer or had low computer skills. After that, I was amazed. They did so well, so much better than I thought they had the ability to perform. So that was awesome to see. To be successful with using pairs and technology is to have them be creating a project or a paper that is not dependent upon the exact 2 people to work on that computer together every day, because maybe tomorrow student A is going to be sick. So, or today those 2 students aren't a good match, they're both struggling, so you want to have a project that is easy for you to just easily separate the pairs, work with it, split them up so that they can feel that success in a different atmosphere. So choosing activities that aren't dependent upon that pair to stay together for a number of days, I think is also helpful. If you're terrified as a teacher, or terrified of what your students are capable of or not with computers, I say jump in with small doses. So set yourself some small achievable goals as a class. Keep those students working in pairs. They help each other so much. And bite off small pieces at a time. Maybe open a Word document. Have them type their name. Small steps that you're comfortable with that are going to give them some skills on the computer, showing them where the space bar is, having them do those things. Attending professional development is huge for low literacy computer things, so jump at that opportunity to learn from other colleagues. If you don't have colleagues within your physical office, get the help from these professional development sessions. It's vital that you have volunteers in the classroom to help walk around and problem solve and help the students as they work. So I had 1 volunteer each day, and I had maybe 7 pairs of students on the computer. This is a teacher who, I am no spring chicken. I am learning new things on the computer every day, and I am a little afraid of the computer. I bet every day I ask coworkers, how do I do this? And they gently guide me without laughing too much. So I am a person, I'm a teacher that is not computer savvy, but I want to be, and I want my students to be. So I get myself out of my comfort zone. I hold my colleagues, my colleagues hold my hand, and we just have mastered a lot of wonderful results together by trial and error. And I make mistakes every day, and I don't know how to solve all the problems we come up with in class with the computers, but that's what that's their problem too, the students. And so we kind of, self-correct and work through it together, but I am not a teacher who was confident in my computer skills, still am not, to this day. So don't let that deter you. Don't let that make you think, okay, well, I can never accomplish a lesson or a unit with the computer with my low-lit students. You can. If I can, you can.